the two littlest and tiniest beautiful thing. I'm not here to convince you to get either one. Rather, I am here to tell you guys the real user experience and how well they're lasting after using it consistently for a few years. We're all different, so you do you. Guys, welcome back to another new video. I am super happy today to be showing you guys two of the most popular Cartier rings. And I'm not talking about engagement ring, I'm talking about two rings from their fine jewelry collection. If you have heard of Cartier or if you are familiar with it, I am pretty sure you can guess it by now. Obviously, I'm kind of giving this away because if you already saw the thumbnail, you are probably gonna know what I'm going to be talking about today, which is the Cartier Love ring as well as the Juste Un Clou ring. I am very lucky to be able to get these two pieces on hand, and one of them is thanks to my sister Sue for lending me this beautiful piece so we can do the comparison video for everybody today. And a lot of people buy the Love ring nowadays just to wear it as a piece of jewelry, but originally this ring was supposed to be, you know, a symbol of love. That's what the whole collection is all about. So they've made love bracelets, which is also very iconic and super popular, as well as the love rings. There's also necklaces, a ear ring, and the same collection goes for the Juste Un Clou, which is French, but in English it means just a nail. How simple is that? I have to say personally, I was not the biggest fan of Juste Un Clou in the very beginning. We all go through our phases, and my phase was I just adore the simplicity of a band that I'm able to wear and, you know, layer up with any other jewelry that I have. So I went for the Love band. I believe the price increases were not drastic over the years, but there were little increases over the year. I did get mine back in 2015 when I went to Rome. I think I paid about, I want to say $1,300 US for it. I believe the Juste Un Clou ring is just around the same price range. Next, let's talk about the practicality of the ring, because people are asking me, you know, how practical are they really? And I can tell you from my personal experience, I've been wearing the Love ring consistently every day in the last 2-3 years, I would say, and I loved every moment with it. So I really like that, and I've seen some unauthentic ones on other people, trust me. When you kind of are so passionate for luxury things and then you work for the company, you kind of start to unconsciously detect what other people have going on. I've definitely come across people's jewelry where I'm like, this proportion is way off. I get it, people like it so much that they want to own it, but it's not always everybody's budget. I would like to say that this ring is really beautifully designed. It's thin and it's really dainty, and once again they also make another version that is the skinnier version, which I think it's even daintier. So for me, the wider band looked better on me. That's why I got that one. Another fun fact is that while I was shopping for this particular ring, I obviously wanted to see what all of my options are, so I did ask to try the skinny version as well as the full paved one, which a lot of couples get it as wedding bands, which is beautiful. The full paved version has a thicker band. To me, kind of not how I would incorporate it into everyday wearing, because I think the ring is too thick, it would stick out and then it would not sit comfortably. I just felt like I made the best decision to go with the simple plain rose gold Love ring. A few years after I owned the Love ring, obviously as a human nature, we all want to venture out and see what else is from the brand. I was just exploring and trying to see if I can add any other things into my collection. I've made the video on the bangle comparison as well because I did invest in another Juste Un Clou bangle. So if you want to watch that, link up here. It is very different when it comes down to the two shapes, because one is just a traditional shape of a band and the Juste Un Clou has its own shape and it's very unique and Over here, I wanted to show you guys that this ring, once you take it off, it leaves an impression because the nail head does stick up. For people who don't know, they might just think you're wearing a very statement jewelry, but for me, I just think it's something that's so unique, and every variation of the Juste Un Clou rings has its own personality. Whether you're getting this beautiful, you know, just gold or, you know, white gold, the band by itself, or if you are getting the ones with the stones decorated on the nail head and then the end of the nail, or if you are getting the fully paved one and they also have like a skinnier version with the double twirl, which I tried on, I loved. So no matter which one you're getting, every variation of these rings has its own personality. You'll have to go and try to see what fits you the most, because like I said, everybody has a different lifestyle. You might want the next piece to be for a different reason than the reason that I chose mine. I'm not here to convince you to get either one. Rather, I am here to tell you guys the real user experience and how well they're lasting after using it consistently for a few years. I consider that both of them are holding itself pretty well, other than scratches, which is very common. You can simply bring these back to Cartier for a service, for a cleanup. You'll probably be reminded by the customer service associate there that whenever you polish something, there will be a layer of gold that's going to be taken away, which is not going to make your ring drastically smaller, but if you're frequently polishing the ring, obviously the appearance might change. The brand associate will tell you, okay, you've done 5-time polishing within the last 5 years. It's a little more than what they would recommend to other customers. Usually they would tell you to hold off and not do that. So I think whenever you're buying jewelry, you're really just buying a piece of memory, and there's always story linked to it. I would say these two rings are some of my favorite rings so far, and a lot of people have them and a lot of places even make dupes of them. But my opinion is that if you can save up for it, definitely go for the real thing. I just think owning a part of the company's history and heritage and also craftsmanship is a really unique and special thing. I like to go for that experience. We're all different, so you do you. And plus, like, from here and there, I'm sure people are curious, and sometimes you're wearing something that's known for, you will have an eye of suspicion. Like, I can't really help it because I've worked in the luxury retail industry for a decade and I've worked for different brands, so it's kind of hard for me to not kind of suspect and analyze. I don't purposely do it, but whenever I see it, I just can't help but to say, like, I have questions and also thoughts about what other people's are wearing. So sometimes I come across people wearing something that is completely off proportion. Like, that doesn't make me feel good. So that is it for today's video. I hope I was able to provide insights and useful information to you guys, because that is the goal for my first luxury. I would welcome you to join our community. We upload videos every Wednesday. I have so many other exciting videos coming up for you, so make sure you stay tuned, and I can't wait to see you on our next video. Thanks again, guys. Bye.
Time goes by.